Hello, here we are again at the Wicker Camp in Sheffield. I'm here today with Helene Garnett and Courtney Catterson. Courtney, you do kickboxing. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm from York. I train at Multi-Masters Academy, and I also do a bit of Thai boxing with Andy Willoughby at the Way of Life camp.
So you've got a few titles, I hear.
Yeah, I've won British champion, and I came second in the WACO Worlds last year.
That's brilliant. So it's obviously kind of hard getting into the sport when you first start. How did you first start, Helene?
I was 26 when I started, and I would have loved, this kind of gym to be around when, when I was younger, obviously. I think the fact that, Courtney's at the age that she is and she's, started, I think that's a fantastic foundation, for to build on as an adult and to keep going with the sport. The fact that she needs a sheet with all the things that she's won, I think that's fantastic. And I think she's gonna, she's probably gonna have a booklet by the time she's finished with the things that she's won.
Yeah. So if you could give her any sort of champion advice, what would you tell her to be sort of focusing on or looking at training and that kind of thing?
I think just the fact that she's won so many titles just shows the dedication that she's got, and I think dedication is the main thing. To not lose sight of the end goal. Even when times your friends are doing things and you might want to go out with them and things like that. The fact that she trains as often as she does, and the kind of training that she does. I think that's I think it's great stuff. And I think that she's going everything that she's doing is she's pushing in the right direction. To be a champion as an adult.
Jump across hook, kick this side. Hey, again. There you go, 2 jabs. 2 jabs and kick. 2 kicks for me. Go this side. Good. Come. There you go, come cross hook. Good, again. Go, kick. Good, head kick. Good. This side. There you go.
Courtney, can you just tell us a little bit about your training routine?
Well, I train about 5 days a week, and I do like Thai boxing twice a week. The rest of the time it's kickboxing. I help out with little kids and stuff, so yeah, I do a lot.
Good. I think that's one of the important things is that when you're instructing, you have to break down technique and you have to really know every little bit of sort of like twisting on your punches and turning on your kicks and all these like little things that make you into the champion that you're going to be when you know the technique sort of inside out. What's coming up next for you?
Well, I'm hopefully going to the WACO Europeans end of this year, so I want to try and get my fitness and training up so I can do well in that.
What advice would you give Helene to Courtney getting ready for this tournament coming up?
I just think I think obviously keep going the way that you're going, and the dedication that you show. And just have that as your main goal, whatever's needed, or going to be asked of you, you to do it, because I always think to myself, I never know what my opponent's doing, You know, when I'm tired and I don't think I've got that last round in me, you know, I don't know what she's doing. You know, she might have done, you know, another 10 rounds. And I think it's really important, because if you lose and you think, well, I've lost because I didn't put 110% in, you'll never forgive yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so I think if you go out there, you know, you train like you know, you need to train, you know, like, I mean, I train like a maniac, you know, but that's the only way I know how to train. And I think if you want to be a champion, then you've got to be prepared to put the hours in.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, sort of training twice a day and everything. It's not a hobby. It's hard work, and having that sort of level of commitment to sort of get yourself out of bed at 5:30 in the morning to go for your morning runs, and make sure that you're watching your diet and nutrition and all these things. So looking at the fuel that you're putting inside yourself. So although it is nice to go out and have a burger and a pizza and stuff like that, then okay, that's a one-off. It's a treat. You say you're looking at all areas of your sort of self-development, because it essentially it comes down to you at the end of the day. So, how do you sort of manage your schoolwork and stuff like that around your training?
Well, my teachers are actually quite supportive, and I'm always telling them about all my fights I'm having, and they're always looking to see all my medals and stuff. So I kind of try and take it to kickboxing and see if I can finish it there, or I finish it straight away from when I come from like Muay Thai or something. Come straight home and just get on with it then.
Do you have any questions for Helen?
What kind of got you into it in the first place?
I think the fact that I wanted to get fit, and the thing was, you know, I didn't see myself as somebody who would, like, you know, be into aerobics or something like that. You know, I've always, you know, the sports that I've always played have always been quite hands-on anyway, so I decided that I would like to have a go at a martial art. And I came here. The first technique that I learnt was clinch knee. And the fact that we could like hit pads from the off, I was just like, this is fantastic. I'm coming back here.
Did you think, like, when you first started, did you think you'd be where you were now?
No, not in my wildest dreams. I never thought. I mean, the first opportunity that I got to fight, you know, Mick said to me, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. You know, and I kind of progressed from there. And, you know, I never really, when I became British champion, I never really thought, you know, I would get any further. I just kind of took each fight as it came along.
Yeah.
When you're throwing your punches, think about your shoulder coming up, staying loose here. So it's all about that rotational twist through the centre line. Okay. So then the arm comes out, and then you've got that defence, rather than looking over the top of it, because that's when you're going to get countered here and here. Okay. So here. When I first started training in Thailand, one of the Thai guys put us on the bag for 10 minutes. And this old guy sat inside watching me. After 10 minutes, I was like, he says, okay, stop. You can't punch, you can't kick, you can't knee, you can't elbow, and you got the footwork of a buffalo. I was like, I thought I was good. I thought I was doing alright. And then he started, that was a case of just sort of breaking you down and saying, okay, let's start putting all these little blocks together now and start building it back up again. First thing they had us doing was just making sure that my shoulder was coming up. Start building myself, my face here and here. Yeah. So when you're twisting through that centre line. That night, I was like, red row on me. My arms up. What's up with me? I must be bitten by mosquitoes or something. Just here and here. And I was like, oh, I had a shave. You know, it was just all stubble on the side of my face. Because I've been getting that shoulder up and getting that full twist, and that's the sort of extension through the midsection there. bounces that arm back into position. So if you don't think about punch with your arm, punch with your body, and then it bounces back into position here, rather than going boom, going slow. And then that means that you can put your body weight through it more. Yeah.
So Courtney, how did you get into kickboxing then?
Well, I was about 7 and my dad and my brother trained at like the local community centre before it started getting anywhere, and they kind of asked me one day if I wanted to join in, and I was up for anything because my friends went. But then when we got to like a certain standard, they all kind of wanted to do dance and they all like all them kind of activities, and my mind was kind of focused on kickboxing.
I hear you that you was a little bit ill at one stage. How did that affect your training?
Well, I went to the doctors and they were saying that I couldn't train anymore because they didn't want me to get injured because I only had one kidney that was like properly functioning. So it was like I was always in like hospital and I was getting checkups, and I kind of woke up one day and said I couldn't just like lie around all day. I wanted to do something, so I got back into kickboxing and the routine and everything.
Oh, yeah, and you're all okay now?
Yeah, I still go to doctors for checkups, but my kidney that's like one that wasn't like working, the other one's taken up the role of it, so it's just like anyone else.
Wow, that's a hell of a story.
That's phenomenal.